What's up, Dean?
How you doing?
You know what? A long week. We're late on all this stuff.
Yeah, I think I had 3 Wednesdays this week.
I had at least 4 Tuesdays, so that's about right. That's a 7-day week.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, 4,
Home
3.
with a 7-day weekend. Isn't that a thing?
Poor Richards. That was his motto. So what's going on? Anything in the, you guys get snow up that way or no?
Yeah, a couple times this week. So we got probably 6 or 8 inches of new snow this week. I haven't even shoveled the driveway. Just let the shit pile up, I say.
So I thought I was going to give you bad news today and call and say, hey, I can't do the podcast or it's got to be later or whatever because we got about 3, almost 4 inches yet last night. Yeah. And I went to work. Trace worked from home, so her car didn't move, but I went to work and I'm like, I'm going to have to go home and get snowblower out and get at it. I have that long-ass driveway, you know.
Yeah.
And I came home and the whole driveway's done. And I'm like, what the heck? But I noticed there's plow marks. So I know she didn't grab the snowblower and try to rustle that thing. And she said she called next door, you know, that one of those apps or something. And a husband and wife came over with the plow and did her $50.
Oh, no kidding.
And $50 to do my driveway is a steal.
Well, it costs you $50 worth of your own time to do it. That's for sure.
It with the Aaron snowblower, and I got a big son of a gun. That thing's a beast, and it works awesome. But you got to wrestle it still. I'm still out there an hour, you know.
Yeah.
And coming
out there an hour too, because when you're done, there's no snow on the driveway or the sidewalk.
Yeah,
or
I'm weird.
Or you do the whole thing 3 times just to make sure it looks exactly how you want it to look.
Yep, I got some boys coming over tomorrow from Manland. They didn't shovel right by the door out there, and I'll do that. But Johnny Wicks and Kenny Freeman's going to be in attendance tomorrow with the regular crew. Yeah,
you should record a couple sound bites, put those guys on air. I wouldn't do it live because you never know what you're going to get live from those guys.
Yeah,
but a couple sound bites we could put in our hip pocket.
Freaking last night I was with Kenny and Rob and Johnny. We're at Kenny's house. We'll do a podcast. I'll do a plug again, but we're doing a charity event for his sister. They're out in Arizona, and I'll be brief with this, but it's called Billy's Place. Look it up in Billy's Place, Arizona. It's a full charity. Kenny's sister lost her husband, Mike, when their Billy was 2 months old. He was driving a big old work truck. He was a construction guy. He was in a company truck, and if I remember the story right, crossed over railroad tracks. The lights didn't go off, the gates didn't come down, and bang, train killed him. Yeah. So it's all about it's for kids that have lost a parent. Tragedy event.
Gotcha.
They've gotten people to donate acres of land that they build houses for people. So we're putting on a golf outing here this summer. I'm flattered to be honored to help them put this together, and it all goes to Billy's Place. It's going to be cool. So I saw Johnny, Rob, and Kenny and Glenn last night. And I said, hey, stop over tomorrow night. They're like, oh, yeah. All right, cool. So cool. That's how that started.
Yeah, just looked up the website. They got some cool stuff on there talking about all the different things they do.
Yeah. I mean, awesome. His sister-in-law, Chris Friedman, that married her brother, Robbie, she's very, very involved with Julie and everything, and they're fantastic.
Awesome.
So, yeah, pretty cool.
Good deal.
What did we say today? What we were going to talk about? We were going to talk about
I think this is going to be a good one. So, all those nights that we DJ'd, we were out late. Maybe we stopped and got some gyro and eggs at Avalon Restaurant on the way home. Mm-hmm. And then you can't just go right to bed, right? You got to flip on the TV, flip a little bit, and look at this, an infomercial. And the next morning, I bought what? There's a whole bunch of stuff we spent stupid money on over the years.
I am not proud of this, but I said I am the king of infomercials because when you had too many in you, you know, coming home, turn on the boob tube and I'd be like, whoa, what is that? Like, you know.
Oh, I gotta have that.
Yeah.
Dial.
And then you're fiddling around through your wallet, you find a credit card trying to read the numbers, and the next 10 callers I get free shipping.
I'm in. Yeah.
Right. Well, back then we're thinking, oh man, we're getting a steal.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've bought? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going
should say-
categories here, right? So you've heard us talk about golf a whole bunch on the show, right?
Yeah.
I bought myself once upon a time something called a hammer driver.
I knew you were going to say that because I remember that.
Guaranteed to add 50 yards instantly to your drive.
So I knew you were going to, and I think, hang on. Tell me if is this
There
it?
you go, right there.
Yep.
And that's the guy on the commercial that talked me into buying the damn thing.
And I got
to add 50 yards. Lion sack.
They have, so I think I can, no, I don't care. Oh, yeah. Right? I thought I can move down. I thought I could move down on the page and everything.
Or whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like instantly add 50 yard.
I was so excited. I get this thing. It comes in a box, go to the post office because it didn't fit in the mailbox. Open the thing up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because it's got a really funky shape. It's almost like it's inverted or something. It's high on the top, flat on the bottom, almost a triangular
Didn't it
shape.
say something about you can take 10 strokes off your game or something like that? Or
and I go to hit it and it's got a real tinny kind of sound to it. Dink, like you're hitting an aluminum bat or something. That sucker didn't stay in the bag very long.
And we were like, with Dean, you didn't read the instructions,
Yeah, I don't know what
He's like, this goddamn thing.
Something.
I can't hit this freaking thing. And I think, wherever we're at, when you first got it, you're like, you try it. We vowed that we were not going to try it because we didn't want to say that, it doesn't work. We just kept blaming Dean, like, you're not doing it right. I think those things, you got to kind of you were making shit up.
Swing down on
it. And Dean, here, for anyone who knows Dean, when Dean gets mad, frustrated, he's funny. I mean, funny to us. It's not funny to him. But
not funny to me.
He'll be like, God, this stupid thing. And we're just having a ball with it.
What is it? Bonnie Brook still has my 8-iron in the pond?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I think we talked about the tree iron, but
we talked about that. Yeah, that was a bad day.
So
what about you? I'm pretty sure you've bought some,
and you're gonna remember this. Thing. So, and you know what? Golf again. It was the alien wedge.
Wedge. I remember this,
and I don't remember how I moved down on this or anything, but it was you can hit off pavement, you can hit off car path.
That was in the commercial.
Right. You can hit through anything if it's tall, rough, and the grass or, And so I go out in the driveway and I'm just chipping in my driveway. I'm like, dude, the ball's going up and out, right? Do you remember Craig Mischaff? He used to work for me. He was a DJ, right? He buys that blue brand new S10 pickup.
Yeah.
And we're drunk, which we don't condone this.
Golfing that day,
right?
It was Saturday night at Greenleaf.
Yeah, and we're like, well, let's go try the wedge. So we go out in the parking lot, and then I'm sure it was Charlie's idea.
Of course, Charlie's the instigator.
He goes, let's see who can put one in the back of his new truck, his pickup, in the bed of his truck. Brand new truck.
That bright blue truck out there.
Oh my God, his brand new truck. We're fucking hitting golf balls off.
But I bet we hit 30 at it and didn't come close even one time.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was
the same night we took the tailgate off the truck and walked it into the bar and showed it to him while he was DJing?
I was trying to think about that today, and I want to say yes, and I'm thinking it's because we might have hit a couple golf balls and put kind of dents in the back of his tail. I don't know, but he was DJing for me. He was DJing that night. He was the DJ, right? And we took his tailgate off and we walked it into the bar.
Surprisingly easy. Popped right off the back of that truck.
I think we loosened it up with some shots of a wedge or a golf ball.
Maybe.
Yeah. But
and then walk it in and hold it up right in front of the DJ
you know
booth.
what? I swear to you, and now there's snow blocking my shed where I keep all my clubs and everything. I can't get to it. I bet I still have that damn thing. And I'm going to dig it out. It's not my bag because I hate that
I thought
fucking.
you hit it pretty good there for a long time.
It wasn't.
Like you could rear back and swing as hard as you possibly could,
Right.
and that sucker would shoot straight up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't go more than like 50 feet or so because it went so high. But
Right.
you could go over an oak tree, no problem.
If, and I don't know if you ever heard me talking about this one, but if Charlie was here, it'd be the best because one night I was watching an infomercial and my grandfather's desk, like office desk, was passed down to my oldest brother Bill, then it was passed down to my brother Dan, then I got it, and then I actually purchased my family home for my parents when they retired. I still have this desk, so I see this varnish remover on an infomercial that all you do is anything. They show oak and pine and good and bad, and you just take a cloth, wipe it on, and then the
Put a
shit
nice
just
coat
peels.
on and it just
Just
comes
peels
right
right off. Charlie, long story shorter, Charlie pulls in my driveway to go drinking or go to work or whatever. And I'm out there, I got my shirt off and I'm sweating my nuts off, scrubbing on this freaking thing. And he's just laughing. He goes, I see you got the varnish, or the varnish remover or whatever,
Yeah, that's why they play that on a late night commercial.
Oh
That shit
man,
don't work.
I'm like, this shit is crap, and I was like ruining the damn thing because I started just on the top, but you got to do the whole desk and it's got the grooves and I didn't finish the damn thing because I'm like, I am not doing this whole freaking thing like this. I did the top.
man.
I finally did the top, but it didn't look good, and I'm like, my grandfather's probably looking down from heaven going, you dumbass, But
Well, he was probably like, I tried to get rid of that desk 4 times, and you guys keep putting it back in the house.
right, yeah, that too. Music. We talked about music. How many?
Music.
I mean, here before Dean got in my life with the music stuff, I was spinning 12-inch records,
Yeah.
and
Hey, turn off that web thing that says alien. We're done talking about it.
we are done talking about that. We'll go to this.
There we go.
So, freaking, you get 12-inch records. It was the club cut or whatever, and you'd have to go to Chicago, maybe downtown Milwaukee, and then later in my DJ life with 12-inch records, there was a record store downtown Waukegan, off of Genesee on the south side. It's not that good an area.
I was just anything on Genesee's not really that good an area.
No.
Right?
And I can't remember the record shop called, but I'd go there. I'd spend my paycheck sometimes, man, and I'd come back and I'm like, look at these, man. I'm the first one to have this in Lake County, and we'd be at Poor Richards or whatever.
It was cool watching you spin, but freaking at the end of the night, half drunk, trying to carry out 200 pounds worth of vinyl.
Yeah.
That was a pain in the ass.
Record crates, man. Did that 2 minutes. I mean, DJ's got it real easy now. Like we said, a laptop, preamp speakers that are in like a travel suitcase with wheels and
Yeah, the whole thing weighs 12 pounds altogether.
right. So the records were one thing, and obviously the equipment was very heavy and bulky back then. But I would buy records like crazy, and then CDs come out, and then Dean's into
This is when I start DJing with you. And again, close down the bar because we were working, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then to get home and you got to unwind a little bit. Like, oh, look at that. Billboard top 10 for 10 years of music. Oh, I got to have that. Dial.
And remember, there was no such thing as downloading music from the internet.
No, you had to have physical copies of
Right. So
record, CD, tape, something.
if you wanted something from the 70s or the 80s or something that, I mean, you didn't want to go out and just buy, Jimi Hendrix CD. Oh, if he was on a compilation rock one or something, you had to have that, And then me, when I got the company going, I had to have 7 copies of that compilation
Right.
to put in all the units,
Unit.
Yep. And we did hot hits, I think they were called. Obviously there was like DJ Tools, I think they were
Yeah, I
called.
remember the DJ Tools one. Yeah.
That was your must, like celebrations on there. And,
Yeah. Typical wedding stuff.
right.
Everything from the 50s to the
And
90s.
what was the other ones?
What were those ones that came each month in like a different colored disc? Had
promo
last month's type 10 promo
onlys, and they're still around. They got radio, they got country, they got mainstream, they got club. I mean, they blew up, and it's still a lot of dough.
You had a bunch of those.
Oh, God Almighty! God, and Platinum Series, that was the other ones.
Yeah, that one even came in a nice little binder book.
Right.
Yeah.
But man, did I waste money.
God. How much of that do you still have? How many reams of CDs do you still have stacked out there in Manland?
Let me go get my wife. I should go get her because I have a pretty decent sized house and I got a full basement, but I actually have a crawl space on each side of that basement. And it's a finished crawl with painted cement. I have all my records because it's perfect for summertime and humidity down there, that my records don't warp or anything. And then I got CDs. Like, she goes, get rid of them. You've got everything digitally now, you know? And I'm like, no. You know how much money I spent on this?
These are my babies.
And she's like, do we even own a CD player now?
Yeah, because you probably got a turntable that'll hold 6. You've got a stackable one. You've got mini discs. You've got. Do we have a CD player? Come on.
Yeah, I got all. And here, when I bought equipment, I bought the good stuff. Even when I was broke, I'd save up. I wouldn't buy the cheap shit. I wouldn't buy the cheap mics or the. But you just mentioned something. Remember mini discs?
Mini discs were pretty cool
because that was gonna be the new technology where you can edit and move your songs within. You can label them, that it will pop up and tell you what it is instead of a track number. And and I bought, I don't know, 4 or 5 of those.
I think you had at least 4 of them.
And they were like, the discs were like about this big.
Yeah, a couple inches.
But
they were cool. And anybody who saw what we were doing, like, oh, what is that?
Yeah, but we really didn't use them much because it was easier to take a CD, look at it, and put it in the player, press play, go to the track number.
The setup on that mini disc took like a whole weekend to get one set done.
Yeah, it was not. It was new technology then, but not further, far enough along to make it very easy.
Yeah, it didn't catch on very good.
And people don't get even flat screen TVs now, they've come down. I remember my first 50-inch plasma TV that I bought for this house. I put it in the sunroom. And the only reason I put it in the sunroom is so when I was on my John Deere mowing grass on a Sunday, because it rained during the week or you worked and you didn't have time to cut the grass, but you wanted, and football started, I could still kind of see it, the game when I'm cutting grass. And I paid $5,000 for that 50-inch plasma TV, which was the shit back then. Now you can get a 50-inch LED for how much?
Probably $500 or less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So technology with because those mini disc players, they were expensive.
Yeah, they're probably $500-$600.
Yeah. So all the equipment,
and you put them in mobile DJ.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Well,
they were fun and we were the shit. That's all that really matters.
The other thing that I wasted a ton of money on, which I still have, and you've seen, I guarantee I probably got 50, 60 grand into my Harley Davidson.
Now, can you really say wasted money on that?
That's why I said it kind of like, it's paid for. It's an 02 Road King that I kind of convert into like a street glide or road glide.
You keep adding to it. So it started as an 02 and it's basically a 22 right now because you keep adding to it.
All the chrome on
that
it.
Thing is so pretty though.
I got the sun hits it, the paint moves. It was, and again, I'm not wealthy. so I'm not bragging. I'm just dumb with money. I think the paint job was like $6,000.
Yeah.
The paint, 2 freaking fenders, a tank, you know what I mean?
And yeah, $6,000 on a very small surface. Yeah.
Stupid. I mean, but it's my baby. My kids, matter of fact, we were just talking about it like a week or two ago, where I always say, because everyone wants to know, well, Dad, when the time comes when you pass, what kid, who's getting the Harley? I go, nobody. I got it in my will.
Buried with it.
It's going in pieces with me. I'm like, hell no. You guys don't deserve this. You know?
You're going to get grave robbed. Those kids are going to steal that sucker.
I took my tax money one year, and this is years ago, like my tax return money.
Yep.
And plus, then I paid extra. I put my Road King, and Adam and Anthony have both rode it once. And it's a big bike, right? Dude, I can mop up some fast motorcycles out there. I put so much money in the engine, duals exhaust and true dual, and what a waste.
And it's got a kicking stereo as well. You can feel the thump 4 cars away.
So, and you know how I am with clarity, and I'll challenge anybody out there. I bet I can DJ a wedding, an outside wedding with my motorcycle. I mean, I have 2 amps in that thing. I have 750 watts that go through that, and it's not just blaring, right? It's crystal clear with a thump. I got 2 6-inch speakers in that thing. I got 2 6x9s in it. I got mid-range and tweeters. Stupid.
Yeah. There's a little bit of coin in that.
And
bike.
most people, my guys that I would ride with on a Saturday or Sunday, or whatever, would go someone, they have radios, but they always ask, what are we listening to? Because they can have their radio on it, the radio, a CD or MP3, right? It's whatever I'm listening to, everyone, because
that's how loud it's going to be.
You're not going to be able to hear yours, you know?
Kind of like the last Manland golf trip where you found the app and you took over everybody's JBL speaker on like the 4 or 5 carts around us. And you're jamming a Cooner country mix.
Coonermix.com. There's a plug.
There we go.
But no.
I got something for you. Here's something that I'm almost embarrassed to even say out loud. So one of the guys who used to work for me got me hooked on Invicta watches. And they're like diver style watches.
I have a couple.
I like the ones that are a little bit bigger in size. I've got a dozen of them, and I don't wear them. But every now and then I see a new one. That's really cool. I gotta have that.
I got this from my father years back. My dad had a self-winding watch.
Yep. I've got a couple.
Right, and when I started making a little bit of coin, right? I bought my first good one. Mm-hmm. And I thought, man, and again, I don't wear watches all the time. They're cool, but I swear, I mean, I have them in the case that self-winds them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right? Trace always yells at me because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 big boxes. And then I have another box that the ones that aren't self-winding. I bet I have, 30 watches that never wear. And I have some cool again, I think I'm styling and I'm not, but I got blue bands. I got, this leather
I've got a certain style that I like. And I think I haven't gone too crazy with buying them. Not lately anyway. But I went from no watches to 10 in like 2 years. Just ridiculous. Like, what the hell are you doing? You got one wrist that you wear a watch on, one that you wear something else on. You don't even need 10 watches. Yep.
That's for sure. I'm just trying to peek around.
Look around, see what else. And here's one I'll tell you. I hate myself for this one. It was going to be a Christmas present for somebody this year. I saw one of those ads. I think it was on Facebook or something. I'm a sucker for those too. It looks like the old metal gas can that was like on the back of a Jeep.
Okay.
Kind of square, little angled at the top with the handle. A little smaller, so the smaller size. And they cut it open, make it so that it opens in the middle. And it's a little mini bar kind of serving thing.
Nice.
Oh, that looks really cool. That'd be a really cool
That
gift
sounds
for somebody.
cool.
Didn't read the fine print. Didn't pay attention to the reviews. I get it. It's fucking plastic. And it's so small, it'll only fit a mini bottle of booze and a shot glass. I was so disappointed. Like, I can't believe I did that.
Wow. Yeah, I've gotten
sitting upstairs in the bar. I wouldn't even give it to the guy I was going to give it to. I was embarrassed.
Here, hold on. Excuse me 1 second.
Here we go. Don't hurt yourself over there.
So, you see this little thing? Right?
It's like a
microphone
picture of a microphone.
I thought it, and I'm like, for the podcast to put in the back, because this thing is fucking cheap ass fucking plastic. It's about as heavy as my fingernail.
No.
And I paid like $60 for this because I didn't read the fine print.
Yeah.
Same thing. It comes in, I'm like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, there's one.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've always everyone could probably see the soundproof pads on the wall of my studio and stuff, and it does help, right? Because I mix and that kind of stuff or whatever, but I overdid it. I didn't need all of it. Like, I'm an idiot.
Well, and you got a pole light. You got 3 microphones. Now we do have guests in studio sometimes, so you need a couple extra microphones. But
I got 3 different camera angles, for the guests. And, I don't know. I've always been, if I buy something, I'm always buying good stuff, unless I'm an idiot and don't read the fine print on stuff. But that's why Tracy yells at me, because I don't get rid of shit. I still got, like you're talking about our DJ units. I have that equipment still. I mean, those PVs and those are good shit. And she goes,
the next time you want to redo the motor on your bike, you ought to sell some of that stuff.
No, that ain't happening.
It can be retro stuff now, and you can get more than you paid for it.
They do a community garage sale in our neighborhood every year. We get the flyers, and we go to the garage sales. And she goes, "Why don't we do one?" I go, "No, because you're going to want to sell my shit for too little." I mean, it would not be fun for her, because to be prepared for, you got to price tag everything. And she'd probably put like $10 on it, and we'd be arguing. I'd be like, "Are you kidding me? Not $10.
This is a classic.
I paid like $300 for that thing." She goes, "Yeah, 30 years ago," or whatever. I'm like, "No, I'm not getting." I have so much stuff that I won't get rid of. I'm not I guess I am a definition of a hoarder. I mean, it's not
won't get rid of anything. Yeah.
I mean, my house isn't, but my crawl space, and I got it organized. I ain't getting
probably
rid
know
of
where everything is too. It's sorted by genre,
Mm-hmm.
in alphabetical order.
And I had to save a lot of money, but it cost me a lot of time, because I took all my records, I took all my CDs, and I converted them into digital.
Yep. So you can. Yep.
And so my music collection is, I can go back to the 1940s. I have music, right? But
I wonder how long, if you just put like your entire catalog on autoplay, hit play, I wonder how long it would play for.
Oh, I'll be dead by then. By the time it's done.
It'd be a year, right? Like, there's that much there.
I have a server here. I think I have almost 3 terabyte of digital music. So you've
got enough technology to take down a third world country.
Well, if you think about it,
music storage.
But a lot of those, when they're albums or CDs, I mean, I have B-sides of a hit record. Yeah. And the B-side is nothing special. It wasn't a good song, or not even.
But it found its way into a nightclub once or twice.
Well, yeah, probably, right? But yeah, I'm trying to look around. Like, maybe maybe I'm better than what I thought I was, but I buy.
don't know.
Oh, remember these? Hold on, because let me get the
Eminem music. Yeah.
our greatest hits. I have like 47 different volumes. This is volume 1 right here.
Volume 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ended up with a whole bunch of read-write CDs that you had to turn into something.
Yep, and we actually, because I had to have the labels, so I made my own labels, right? Right, and remember, because when making your own CDs, I was like on it when it first came out, and it wasn't you put something in, it worked. I went through so many blank CDs and I ruined spools of them because couldn't get it
I
down
remember
pat.
you had a stack thing that you'd put the original in one, and it would burn like 4 at a time or something.
Yep.
But you couldn't stop it in the middle. And
No.
couldn't disrupt it, or it would mess them all up. Or
Right. And I don't know. But it was trying to save money of buying more of the same that I already had, you know? And the older we got, I mean, we started out carrying these heavy record crates. Then we went through those. I mean, my CD suitcases were this big.
Yeah, there was like 3 feet by 3 feet, right?
Right.
They were pretty big.
And they had the thin, this isn't plastic or the normal CD case, right? Because you had to make room, and we had, categories
They were full.
and full, and that was heavy. So yeah,
Nice. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I was just thinking as you were saying, you're looking around your room for what else you got. I realized I've got a spare bedroom closet full of shoes that I never wear. Like I got Vans, I got Nikes, I got Adidas, I got some dress shoes. I got a really, really nice pair of Tony Lama cherry black alligator skin boots.
nice.
They haven't fit me in 15 years.
Don't throw them out.
Yeah, I know. You never know. Maybe my feet will shrink and I'll need them again.
Right. There is I have a gazillion authentic Blackhawk jerseys that I hardly wear, but I had to have this guy, and I had to get that classic guy and that retired guy and whatever. But one thing Trace will tell you, and women are big on purses and shoes.
Yeah.
I kill her on pairs of shoes.
Really?
Oh, every different color, this and that, and I do kind of change up shoes and stuff. I have a lot of dress shoes, and I still got my alligator cowboy boots that still fit me. They're broken, perfect, but I'll wear them once every 10 years or something, maybe. I don't know.
Right. Well, you bring 3 different pair of golf shoes on the golf trip because you got to coordinate your outfit. And,
yep. Like my wife hates. I overpack. I got to match.
Yeah.
And she goes.
And you don't know which one you want to wear, so you got to bring.
I bring
right?
I bring my black pair of golf shoes, my blue pair, and my gray pair.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what outfit I'm wearing. Because hey, if you don't golf good, you gotta look good.
Exactly right.
You know. Now my outfit looks good, but I'm just a fat old guy in it. So I think it's a wash. By the way, before we went live today, I sit down, we say, hey, Dean, what's going on? We ready to go live? All right, let's go. First thing he tells me, he goes, man, you got a shiny head today. So I go, hold on a second. Let me go get a hat on. So it sucks getting old. I tell people I choose to wear my hair.
That was a recent shave, right? That's why it's shiny.
Yeah. But anyways, What else you got, man? We're almost out of time.
Eventually, I'm going to look back at how much hockey equipment's in the garage, too.
Oh, your son's going to break you.
Man, and he's at a point now, too, where I think I have bought the last set of goalie equipment that I'm going to buy. Because if he plays at the next level, the team he plays for, college, will buy his stuff, right?
Yeah, but a lot of times he still has to have. I mean, they probably have a limit. He can't pick. He might go, no, I got to.
Who they got for sponsor and
Oh,
all that
that's
kind of
true.
crazy
That's
stuff.
true. And here's an idea: tell Blockhead to get a summer job.
Oh, he's going to this summer, absolutely. Yeah. And hopefully he's going to get it at the sporting goods shop downtown. It's called Westwood Sports. Westwood Sports. All the local hockey kids have worked there at some point.
Nice.
And one of the families that's really involved in the hockey association. They've got stuff for the area schools, and they've got sticks, and they've got skates, and that kind of stuff. So
awesome.
It'll be a good kind of thing for him to do.
I just, I liked it, and I said, great job, E, or whatever. But didn't he go 4-0 over the weekend?
No, last week was a tournament, and he went 2-1. He had a shutout as part of it.
Okay.
The game he lost was against, at the time, the number 2 ranked team in the state, and it was a 3-1 loss. But the second goal, we were at a 2-man disadvantage because 2 of our guys lit up 2 of their guys. So it was 5-on-3, and he can only fight that for so long. And then the last one was an empty netter because it was 2-1 with a minute and a half left, and we were trying to score.
Don't they, like traveling team, don't they ever go out of state or anything, or no?
Yeah, but there's been some limitation to that with COVID and
things.
So this one was technically a travel tournament, but it was only an hour away over in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So, but he's got state playdowns next week. So his team's, I think, ranked number 8 or something right now. So top 4 teams get a bye. Second 8 teams play each other. Got to win that play down to be in the bracket. And when you're in the bracket, it's double elimination from there. So I think we got a real good chance of being in the tournament.
I was thinking about this the other day. I've never seen him play hockey live, right? I've seen the videos you've shared and stuff like that. But I was thinking, God, man, I'd like to get up there and come up for a weekend or 3-4 days or whatever and come watch him play.
Ought to be able to make it happen. There's a shit ton of hockey that takes place up here.
You're always running. I know that. That's why our schedules kind of don't mesh up a lot of times because he Blockhead owes you, man. Down the line, hopefully he makes it big and he takes care of his old man for hiking him around.
The thing, I don't want to push him. I want him to do it because he likes doing it, but man, I sure do like watching him play.
Yeah.
I hope he does it for a while longer. He knows what his limits are. He's not going to the NHL, but if he plays at a D2 school or something and they help pay for school, I think that'd be pretty cool. And he's going to be involved in the sport long term. We talked about that last time. He's going to find something, be a ref, be a coach, be in the office of a team, something.
I hear you on that. No, he's meant for it for sure. But what else you got? I think we're getting close to out of time, right?
Yeah, you're making me feel bad about all the stupid stuff I spent money on, so I think we can stop.
There's way more stuff, I'm sure. We just scratch the surface because, man, and like I said, if Charlie was here, he could probably start rattling off. Remember that thing you bought that never worked and this and that? And,
and you had to have 2 of them? And yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right, Dino. Till next time, man.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right, everybody, check us out at www.mikeandnee.com. And, of course, the email is at info@mikeandnee.com. We'll check you guys next time. Later, Dino.
Have a good night.